Hi, I'm Mr. Honest, aka Jerome Medina, and today's video is Happy Mother's Day, and I'm going to be talking about my mother. My mother, I was born on June 19, 1983 with heart defect and brain defect. I was born with disability already. My mom, well, she named me Giovanni, God's gracious. My mom, Sandra, she's the best, and she works hard on life. She would, what can I say about my mom? She's a Pisces. Is March 8th. I'm June 19. She's awesome. When I was younger, she saw me go through struggles in life. If like with mental illness, like I would have tantrums. Oh, and please make this video viral. Back to the story. My mom was go to tantrums. Sometimes I would pull my hair, and she wouldn't even know what to do with me. So, at a young age, I was dealing with mental illness. When I was 3, we had a foster child named Danny that my grandmother took in, and then. This was back when I was in building 86, apartment 302 in Country Club Boulevard. I was 3 years old. Danny brought me to the basement, and sadly, he raped me. And my mother was at work. I ran up to my grandmother and I mumbled to her. I couldn't speak at the time, and I wanted to mumble, so I mumbled to my grandmother that Danny had touched me. And my mother found out later on that day, and Danny was removed from my house. I was 3. My mother had tried hard to deal with that situation. She dealt with it okay. Rather, I traumatized myself with my life later on. I'll have to say my mom dealt with my mental illness and the heartbreak because she put me in programs in hospitals. Because that's why back in the 80s and 90s we had for us as kids. My mom would provide food for me. I was a problem child, I didn't have toys. Excuse me, just sort of. So I didn't have toys that much. So my mom would provide what she could because she was a single parent, and my mother, Sandra, she's a true warrior. She dealt with a lot of shit in my life. And my grandmother, Daria Vasquez, she died in '89, and back in January, I think January 3rd or the 30th, somewhere, one of the 3s. It was either January 30th or January 3rd that my grandmother died in 1989. And that brought me a lot of trauma because I looked up to my grandmother. My grandmother was my everything. And rest in peace, Dalia Vasquez. Everybody knew who she was in Worcester, and everybody knew who she was in New York, in the Bronx, and everybody knew who she was in Puerto Rico. My grandmother was really famous. I love you, Grandma. I miss you. My mom tried to provide me as much as she could. Now, there's one thing about my mom that she would get mad about me. I used to steal when I was a kid. I was a bad thief. I would steal from my mom. I would steal from my cousins. I would steal from stores like Media Plate back when I was in the fashion outlet in Worcester. My mother always said to me that she'd rather go hungry than steal. And I understand why she would say that, because I would steal from her, and I would steal toys because I didn't have anything. Now, we lived in Lincoln Village for a little bit, and I was always around Kenny, that passed away of overdose later on in life. My mom, she worked at Comcast for a long time, and then it became and then she got laid off. My mom was a hard worker with me. In 1992, I had a sister. Rest in peace, Lester Smith, my stepdad. And my sister, Idagera, she's a mom too. She's an awesome mom to a little man. My sister, when you talk about my sister, she's a Leo. Oh, and she's a strong Leo, and she knows what to do with her mother and things. My mom, with me, she had tough times with me because I was mentally ill. Now, back in June 1991, I believe, I was 8 years old. My mother got me orange and black coffee and on my birthday, and I was riding my coffee bicycle inside in the area of Lincoln Village, like by the Rotary, and the Ford F-150 he ended up hitting me and dragged me 1,000 yards, and that was on my birthday. My mother provided my birthday gifts, and on that day I almost died. I took a severe head injury with TBI, brain injury, left frontal lobe damage. I don't know if I spent time in a coma or not, but I was head scattered, still open. I guess right here. Yeah, so my mom had to deal with that, and it was kind of hard for my mom to deal with her firstborn getting in a childhood accident that left me basically with a portion of brain missing. Now, I met my first responder years later. My mom never wanted me to do drugs, and later on in life, I got into addiction in 2017. I've been sober from drugs 5 years now. September 27th, I can't wait, I'll have 6 years sober. My mom, she didn't know what Suboxone was, and I was at Suboxone clinic in Worcester trying to get clean, and she sent me to Massey High Point, where I spent 30 days in Massey High Point, and undergoing a detox, and I got clean. And my mom, she's awesome. She's Worcester State University alumni, and she loves her job at that school. My mom's awesome because she dealt with me through hard times. Like, I gave her some hard times. But me and my mom have a good relationship now, thank God. And I just want to say, Mom, I love you a lot. Thank you for raising me as best you could. You're my everything. You're my best friend. I just want to say, Mom, I love you a lot, and I thank God I have you as my mother, because you're the best friend that I have and best friend that I ever wanted. And Mom, I love you. Happy Mother's Day. And you're just awesome, Mom. And now I can talk about my sister. Happy Mother's Day, Adriana. My sister's mom, a single parent also, and to a little man. And I'm not gonna say my nephew's name because of its privacy reasons. My sister's a strong Leo. She's awesome. My sister went to France and studied at a culinary arts school for Johnson Wales, my favorite school, and I went to school, but I didn't go. My sister's a culinary arts chef. She loves pastries making. She loves cake making. She loves competitions, and she's a strong competitor. So if you ever compete against Italiana, my sister, remember, she's number one at baking. Ida, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to you and Mommy, because both of you are mothers and both of you are strong mothers that I love with all my heart. And I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to my sister, Ida, and my mom, Sandra. Mom, thank you for raising me, as best you can, and I'm glad that I'm good terms with you, Mom, and I love you a lot, and thank you for helping me to succeed in life. You're my best friend and you're my best supporter. And Mom, I want to go to Suffolk University for my law degree and entrepreneurship, business management, business administration degree for Suffolk University because that's my favorite school. And Mom, I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna fail because life has sometimes that I can fail, but I set my goals really high because of you, Mom. Because you're alumni at State University. And because Ida is alumni and she studies hard, I'm gonna get my law degree or my business degree at Suffolk University, Mom. I love you guys. Love you. Have Mother's Day.